No. Why does it do that? No. No. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. My Lordy Lord. What the hell? Oh my goodness. How do I get out of this? Add face filters, control your camera, or mute your audio. Review requests from your audience to join your live video. Hi everybody. Hi you beautiful, beautiful souls and beautiful people. I don't know why they don't ask you those questions before you go on live. It like makes no sense to me. And then I'm sitting here all confused trying to figure out, because I'm ready to say what I need to say. Oh, welcome to Sherry's Sip and Think Chat. I know it's been a while. So today my title is called Shit or Get Off the Pot. Just shit or get off the pot. Seriously. You know? Like, what does that mean anyways? Like, what does it mean? It basically means you need to make a decision whether you're going to stay where you are or if you're going to spring forward. Not daylight saving time, you know what I mean? But it's almost like it's an idiom. So basically they tell you if you need to take a shit, go take a shit. If not, get off the pot so the next person can go. You know what I mean? It's an idiom. Anyways, I haven't been on in a while, and I've been really trying to figure out, you know, Sherry, are you going to shit? Are you going to get off the pot? Are you going to do these sipping things? Is this what you really enjoy doing? Are you going to be an influencer on the internet? Are you going to date everybody? Like, what are you really doing it, or are you just saying that you're doing it? You know, because saying that you're going to do it and then not doing it and following through with it is the same thing as just sitting on the toilet and not shitting. You know, excuse my language if you don't like my language. I do use profanities, so if you don't want your children to hear, tell them to earmuff it, you know. But anyways, I've had a lot going on. In the back of my mind, I've been like, I miss my sipping things. Sherry, you got to get organized. You got to figure this out. How are you going to find time? How are you going to organize yourself to do your sipping things? And, you know, I still, in the back of my mind, I'm going, well, do I have to set it on a date, exact specific time every week? Or do I do it twice a month? Or do I let my guides help me formulate this plan? You know, I mean, I do talk to spirits. If you don't already know, I follow my guides and my spirits, and I listen to them. Not all the time, because sometimes I argue with them as well. But I've really been just kind of like contemplating. Just kind of contemplating. Do I do it? Do I not do it? I know I want to do it. But when do I do it? And what do I do it on? I thought today would be a perfect day to do it. You know, the reason I thought it would be a perfect day to do it is because today is the full flower moon in Scorpio. Which is I wrote some notes down. It's a full flower moon and lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And I'm a Scorpio. I love anything to do with Scorpios. I'm just drawn to Scorpios. I love Scorpios. Actually, I love all signs, but Scorpios, I don't know. It's like something about us, like we just connect, you know? So I figured for that, I have my new Sip and Think mug, and it's from my Complicated Beauty collection and my Sip and Think collection, but I did Scorpio. I do have a request for a Virgo, so I will work on that for you. I will work on the Virgo one. And I mean, I'm not a Virgo, so I'm not really sure what you really like. I've heard that you like the color green. I always thought Virgo liked purple, but maybe that's Libras like purple. I don't know. So I have to do more research into that. Again, I started off with Scorpio because I'm a Scorpio, and I figured this would be perfect for today's Sip and Think chat because of the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And I will be watching the lunar eclipse this evening. My older sister is so excited. Like, we're totally into astronomy, so I mean, we're not full scientists or anything, but we like the stars, and we're gonna go outside and we're gonna look at it. Anyways, I did write some notes. Yep. Shit or get off the pot. It's an idiom used to urge someone to make a decision. I've made a decision. Now, I've made a decision, but now I have to act on that decision. That's where the Scorpio comes in. The Scorpio will help you to dig deep into your passion so that your passion can spring you forward to act on the things that you want to do and achieve. So I mean, a lot of people are scared of Scorpios. I really don't know why. I really don't. I think you should all have a Scorpio in your life. They're always going to be blunt. They're always going to tell you the truth. You know, maybe a little crazy and complicated at times, which is why it's a complicated beauty. But I honestly think all of us humans are complicated. Believe it, you know. So a few things. I do have, I've added some more colors to the Sip and Thinks, even the classics. And then I added the Complicated Beauty collection. I also now have done some Sip and Think tank tops with some of the Envision Dream in there. Everything's all kind of connected, you know what I mean? Sip and Think is about the dreams and the positive affirmations and moving forward and the love bombs, and I've already said that before, but if you haven't seen any of my Sip and Thinks, I have to kind of like repeat it a little bit. But anyways, and I use the word a lot because it is difficult to get on here and talk. It is. It's not an easy thing to do. But some people, they just have a natural knack for it and they can do it, you know. Sometimes I have to get into a rhythm before it can, like, boom, come out. Or it depends on where I'm at mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you know. I have contemplated whether or not I'm going to do Sip and Thinks during the week after radiation, or once I go back to work after work. Again, I have to build up my immune system and build up my I don't know what is it called, like when you're working out, build up your stamina, so that when I get home from work or when I get home from radiation, I'm not so drained. Because when I'm drained, it's very difficult for me to really want to get up on here and do a Sip and Think, you know. So that's where I'm at with that. Aside from the Scorpio lunar eclipse, it's also a full flower moon. You know what I mean? So we have 13 phases of the moon or whatever. And please, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, okay, I'm wrong. Whatever. All right? Like, you don't need to jump down my throat. Anyways, Mercury Retrograde is going on. And Mercury Retrograde started on May 10th and it goes till June 3rd. So I am not an expert on Mercury Retrograde, but I can tell you that trying to get on the internet or trying to do anything the last couple of weeks has been excruciating. It's like, how am I supposed to communicate, especially if I'm in a virtual world? Or, you know, it's like, it's really, really strange. And a lot of times, and in the, again, and in my research, it's always like Mercury retrograde will always get you frustrated, because when you're trying to do things with ease, something always happens. And so then we get frustrated, and then we're like, oh my God. For me, I just want to get it out of my head. I want to get done, but move on to the next thing. But with Mercury retrograde, it won't allow you to do that. There will be times where it's like, oh my God, the internet is not working. Like last night at dinner with the girls, because I was dating the girls, because Sherry's dating the internet. And so my question to you is, are you dating Sherry? If you are, great. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Follow me on YouTube, because that is where Dating Sherry videos are going to be placed. Anyways. Moving right along here, last night at dinner, we kept trying to get on the internet and it was not working. So finally we asked the restaurant, listen, do you have like a password to get onto the internet? And she's like, yeah, she gives us the password. It's still not going on. We had to literally keep getting up from the table to go out into the parking lot, and it still wouldn't work. And then when I posted a video, I wanted it to go on Sherry's Dreamcatcher. It ended up going on my personal website, and I'm like, I didn't even attach it to my personal website, so why did it go to my personal website? And then I'm like, all like freaking out, and I'm like, what is going on with technology right now? So I bring it back to Mercury retrograde. And basically, it says, don't let poor communication mess with your relations, family dynamics, and emotions. But what do we all do? When we get that frustrated, we just lash out, you know? And my sister, I was talking to her, and she was just like, you know what, Sherry? It blew away. It's gonna happen. Stuff's gonna happen. We just have to adjust to it, and we have to figure out how we're going to handle it. So during Mercury retrograde, just roll with the punches. Really try to realize that it's beyond your control, and it's beyond your control for a reason, you know. How to handle Mercury retrograde is to keep the faith, stay calm, and give some space. Okay, some more ways to get through Mercury retrograde when technology and communication get disrupted is one, surrender to the slowdowns. So you just have to slow down yourself, okay? Clean out your closets, which I did yesterday. Finish some projects, which I have a list of projects that I'm working on, and I have completed a couple of them. Mind you, sometimes you might have to slow down to complete those projects, but there's a reason for you to slow down in order for you to complete those projects. What it is, I don't know. You have to look into it. You know, it's a deeper thought. Number 4, reach out to the people you haven't seen, but you're thinking of. So during Mercury retrograde, it also kind of brings past things up that we need to like finish. So if there's someone that you've been meaning to reach out to and you haven't, maybe during Mercury retrograde, that's a good time to do it. Just be like, hey, I was thinking of you. I hope all is well. You know, you don't have to. These are just some recommendations. And number 5, don't sign any contracts or break up with your partner. Oh, geez. Only Dating Sherry fans would know that is. So basically, a full flower moon. So we talked about the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. We talked about Mercury retrograde. Now we're going to talk about the full flower moon. Why is it called the full flower moon? Well, one, it's a full moon. Number two, it's in May. And May is when flowers begin to bloom. So it's a name that was given, obviously, by the Native Americans. Anyways, you could look at it in the almanac if you wanted to. I didn't want to talk about Friday the 13th because it's already passed. We already kind of went through Friday the 13th, but today, May 16th, 2022, is the full flower moon and lunar eclipse in Scorpio, and we're still in Mercury retrograde. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, okay? I also wanted to let you know I am wearing, it's a little Envision Dream charm. So if you don't know, I also am an entrepreneur and owner and creator of Envision Dream, you know, where life is a journey and it's a lifestyle and it's about your own dreams, you know, going after your own dreams. You know, here at Sherry's Sip and Think, we talk about different ways we can move forward with our dreams, but in Vision Dream, it's really about you. It's not about me. It's about the individual, you know. And I wear this charm as a way to remind myself if I'm not wearing any Envision Dream gear, you know, because not everybody wants yoga pants. Not everybody wants a Sip and Think mug. Not everybody wants a t-shirt or a tank top. Some people just want like something simple, but they believe in their dreams and they understand it's a journey. And so I am in production with these charm bracelets, and I'm coming up with, these are just some new things that I am working on, because again, I am trying to spring forward. I am trying to shit or get off the pot, right? I have some Envision Dream candles. They are not on the shelf yet. I am trying to organize in myself what I'm going to do with them, okay? They can either come with an Envision Dream lighter or completely by themselves, okay? I have not, like I said, that's a completely new product. It has not been put out there into the universe except for on this show today. All right, so back to full moons. Full moons are a time for releasing and relinquishing any excess, and it's now going to be drained, meaning all this excess burden that's upon us, we're either going to shed it out or we're going to get off the pot. I know, excuse my language, I know, but I mean, this it's true, you know, it's true. So it's like, all right, like for the last 2 years with COVID and the effects and the lingering effects, it's almost like, listen, it's not going away. We have to learn to live with it. We need to move forward. We're either going to stay and we're going to dwell and become victims of what has happened to us, or we are going to make anew and we are going to act upon it, and we are going to make steps and strides to move forward. That is what we need to do. You don't have to necessarily do it. Again, you don't need to shit. You can stay right on the pot, cry, become a victim, scream, nobody wants to see me. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Nobody likes me. Okay, nobody likes you. Accept it. Nobody likes you. But you still have a life to live. You still have dreams. You still want to be somebody. You still want to go somewhere. So do it. Those who want to be in your life will be in your life. Don't they say, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind? You know what I mean? I just think we're at a point in our lives where it's spring, it's 2022. Let's use this full flower moon to bloom. And let's use this lunar eclipse in Scorpio to really find what's deep inside of us to move forward. Use your passion. If you don't know what your passion is, find it. It's deep down inside. But the only way you're going to ever move forward is if you find that passion and you use that passion as a tool to focus on your purpose. I know you know I'm right. I know. I love you too. Anyways, so, furthermore, it says, let's not jump to conclusions or assume the worst. And I know being in that victim mentality, we're all assume the worst. You know? Let me give you an example, right? I'm out of work. I'm on FMLA. The TCI, which is temporary caregiver disability, you know, so I can take care of my husband. They only by law will give you up to 5 weeks of pay. Mind you, I've been working since I was 12 years old. So I'm only allowed 5 weeks of pay. So after that 5 weeks, when I called the state and I asked them, I said, okay, do I need to reapply? Because I have an additional 5 weeks because my FMLA gives me up to 12 weeks. In Rhode Island, it gives you up to 13, but I'm only taking 12, right? About 12, 13, whatever it is. They said, no, you can't reapply. What you got is what you got. That's what you have to live with. Okay, but I have been working my ass off since I was 12 years old. And I can't be taken care of while I'm taking care of a loved one. That makes no sense. So I'm just letting you know it's kind of screwed up there. And it drove me insane. Now, here's another example and how it's like a triple effect, right? I go to transfer money into another account that I have. Now, this other account that I have is where I have, like, I separate my bills as to which accounts things come out of, right? Since I've been out on FMLA, I don't have any money going into that particular account. However, now I'm getting emails that say, oh, your bank didn't pay this, your bank didn't pay that. I'm like, what? Because I have it on automatic payments because I use like e-bill or online bill, you know, make sure it's all set. And I pay my credit card bills, even if it's the minimum amount every month at the same time, you know, just because I'm trying to watch out for my credit, which got shot during COVID, you know. We haven't even got to that separate thing yet. But anyways, so that's in the back of my mind too, right? So now I'm getting these emails. Mind you, I've been completely focused on my husband's care, my own care, and our survival, right? And then in the meantime, I've been working on Envision Dream and Sherry's Dream Catcher and Complicated Beauty, right? So I transfer money and then I go into the account and they're like, oh, they closed the account. I'm like, the fuck you closed the account? What the fuck? So now I'm like, in my mind, going crazy. Again, is this Mercury Retrograde? Being like, what the friggin' frock? And now I'm thinking in my mind and I'm getting all anxious and I'm like, now I gotta call all these credit card companies. Now I gotta call, now I gotta make sure that whatever direct deposits I have going in there aren't going in there. Now I gotta get new checks. Now I gotta open up a new account. Oh my God. And like, I'm bugging out in the background. You see a smile on my face, but I'm bugging out in the background because I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't play when it comes to my money. You know what I mean? Now I'm starting to think, oh shit, is this because TCI, temporary caregivers insurance, only allows me 5 weeks? Huh. All right, Sherry, don't worry. You're gonna ride out this storm. This is a temporary situation. This is a situation that can be fixed. Yes, I went in, I looked at all of the accounts that are connected to that bank account, and now my duty today is to go into all of those accounts and change the account that the money gets withdrawn from or deposited to. So, yes, it's a hassle, it's annoying, it slowed my process down, but I have to deal with it, because if I don't deal with it, it's going to drive me insane. However, I like to think on it a little bit more, and I say to myself, well, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to teach me? What is this whole situation of me having to be out of work, my husband going through cancer, trying to survive, can't talk? What is this all trying to teach me? I mean, because this is a big lesson that I'm trying to learn. You know, I must be completely so blind and so stubborn to not see what the big picture is, because I'm at a point in my life where I am so sick and tired of this shit happening. So if I am sick and tired of this shit happening, what am I going to do to spring forward and to make it work, and to make it where I'm not anxious and I'm not going crazy and I'm not frustrated? That's just a little bit about that. About assuming the worst. I could have assumed the worst, but I didn't. I do have, it says here, for the lunar eclipse to be in Scorpio, it's here to bring all the passion your way. You know what I mean? Passion is the spring to move forward with your goals in the next chapter. You know? Anyways, I've got my love bombs. Don't you worry, I got some love bombs, because again, Sherry Sippin' thinks it's always going to have some love bombs and it's going to have some affirmators. I also brought out my Drive inspirational quotes. I figured we could use some inspiration. And I do have for today my pop raffle, which are pop affirmation cards. I was like thinking about fixing the squeaky wheel on it, but then I said to myself, nah, that's what makes it so special. Anyways, we could all use a little bit of love. I want a little help from my friends. Oh, I got two. Okay. So these are love bombs. I like to always spread out love and positivity because I really think we need it. Alright, so today's first love bomb is, more than once, kind words from you have made my day. Thank you. If you can't see it. Again, more than once, kind words from you have made my day. Thank you. Second love bomb for today is, I appreciate the respect you show others. I appreciate the respect you show others. Now, my love bombs, just in case this is your first time joining, my love bombs have 2 packs. We just picked those 2 cards from this pack, so later in the show we're gonna pick out of this one. So, Drive inspirational quotes, there's 100 cards in here, and it says, a diamond is merely a lump of coal that did well under pressure. I think we've all done very well under the extreme pressure we have been under. We just need to get the hell out of it. And then when I open up the box, it says you can throw in the towel or you can use it to wipe the sweat off your face. So it all depends on you. You know what I mean? It all depends on you and what you want out of life. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. And if it gives you inspiration, to move forward in your own life, that's great, because you can go far. All right, so this one says, be a sunflower. Stand tall and find sunlight on the darkest days. It's beautiful. Especially if we're talking about the flower moon and flowers blooming in May, and stand tall and find the sunlight on the darkest days. I mean, what better day to have something like this than on an eclipse, right? Dude looks like a lady. Dude looks like a lady. Sometimes when I shuffle these affirmators, they're affirmators just in case you don't know. It's about cleanse your mind, empower your soul, and rule the universe. You know what I've come to the conclusion? I've come to the conclusion that my Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Pinterest, my Snapchat, that's my universe. And it doesn't matter what I do in that universe, because it's my universe that I created. I'm not there to hurt people. I'm not there to be mean. I'm just speaking my truth. All right, so we had two that jumped out on us. One is, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally, which is over gratitude. So don't take it personally says, if someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on and that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. Oh my God. Wow. And you know our title is Shit or Get Off the Pot. Wow. So don't take it personally. Gratitude. Today I am grateful for all the little things. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for, like a hot shower. And music. And the fact that humans invented the internet and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want, using fingers and thumbs that do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. This was not premeditated. This is just me being grounded, which I danced on TikTok and took my slippers off, my leopard slippers off, so that I could ground myself. So wow, energy, you know, wow. Anyways, again, yeah. Be grateful for the small things. Music, hot showers, like just good water in general. The fact that humans invented the internet and that you are allowed to use it whenever you want to. And that your fingers and your thumbs, or your creativity, I'm going to add creativity into that, your talent, it allows you to do whatever you think them to do at any given moment. So it is completely up to you what you're going to do in your universe. Take another sip. If you have any questions, you can ask me any questions. I'm going to just finish up here with the last two bombers. Oh, I got to do a pop raffle. Hold on. It's a raffle. I have a bunch of pop affirmations in here. Oh, and I already had one that popped out to me. I'm gonna keep rolling to see if another one pops out. It's a mixture. There's like, I don't know. I'd have to look at one of my other sipping things to see how many I put in here. Oh, shoot, sugar honey iced tea. All right, so I got 3. Sugar honey iced tea. Okay, so I have a believe, a happy, and then another believe. Okay, so let's do believe first. Every day holds the possibility of a miracle, by Elizabeth David. Happy day, oh happy day, when Jesus was. So our happy pop affirmation is delight yourself in the surprises of today, by Unknown. And our last believe pop affirmation. And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Ronald or Roald Dahl. Those are our pop affirmations. My regulars who tend to watch my sip and think will understand it. All right, so now we're getting into our last love bombs of our show. It's so funny, like I never know who's really watching, whether they watch it while I'm live or whether or not they watch it later at their own pace. I do put it up on my Facebook channel, I do put it up on my Instagram channel, and I do put it up on my YouTube channel. Now YouTube has a few other playlists that aren't necessarily up on Instagram or Facebook, so I usually encourage people, you know, I'm working on my YouTube channel, and so I encourage you to go and subscribe and like there, especially if you want to see the Dating Sherry series. God, it's gorgeous out. Oh, getting back to, I'm not sure if people are on here. It's almost like I always hear, like, people say, oh, throw a high five up, throw a like, throw a fire. I mean, because the title is shit or get off the pot, should I say throw some shit signs? I don't know. I don't know what Sherry should say. I think Sherry should say what Sherry wants to say, not what other people want Sherry to say. Anyways. I've also realized that you can't put all eggs in one basket, you know. And so just like investments, you know, in stocks and 401ks and I don't know now, like these NFTs and Coinbase and all that. I don't know much about the NFTs and the Coinbase stuff. Or Bitcoin. I don't really do it. I've been trying to learn about it. But I definitely can tell you with the different social medias, you literally have to not put your eggs all in one basket. That's why it's like, yeah, you follow me on Instagram, but if you don't like Sherry Sip and Think, you might like her Snapchat, or you might like some of the quotes that she uses, or some of the things that she says, or some of her dances. Hi, honey. All right, we have our last 2 love bombs of the day and of the show. Okay, first one that popped out is, I admire your enthusiasm for life. And our last love bomb of Sherry's Sip and Think is, I'd like to help. What can I do for you? You'd like to help, and what could you do for me? think for right now, the best thing you could do is go to my YouTube channel and subscribe and like. No, I'm kidding. The best thing you could do for me is to be you. That's the best thing you could do for me. I know you'd like to help, and I'm very prideful, but the best thing you can do for me is to be yourself. You know, I wrote earlier, I did She Drives Me Crazy TikTok, and it said that when you, I gotta remember what I said, if it can come from your heart and soul, it's genuine. And that, my dear, is love. Have a beautiful day, everybody.